How's everyone? Today in this video, as you guys can tell by the title of it, I'll be reviewing Evolve 71. And without further ado, just jump right into this review. Of course, my overall thoughts on the show was, I thought this was an excellent show here by Evolve. I haven't seen many Evolve shows in full. You know, I've seen sporadic matches over different shows, but I've actually only seen a handful of Evolve shows in full from start to finish. And I gotta say, overall, this show is probably the best Evolve show I've seen from start to finish. Just a handful of great matches. You had a lot of really good matches as well, and just a solid undercard. So there's really nothing bad in the show at all. You had a lot of good stuff, and it's very enjoyable. It's only about 2 hours and 20 minutes, so it's a great show. Definitely, probably one of Evolve's best shows of this year. If not, I would think Evolve's best show of the year so far. Like I said, I haven't seen every Evolve show, especially from this year, so I can't really say it's the show of the year for them. But judging by it, I wouldn't be surprised to me if it was show of the year, if not one of the best Evolve shows of the year. So excellent stuff here. Really enjoyed the show. Definitely recommend checking it out on www.live.com or FlowSlam. Check the show out if you haven't. Really worth the price and really worth the view as well. So definitely check out Evolve 71 if you guys have not. But going to the show opened up with the fight to the finish between Timothy Thatcher and Drew Gulak. This was an awesome opener here. You know, both men dressed up in street clothes. You know, they had Drew Gulak wearing a Catch Point t-shirt as well as jeans and Nikes. And you had Timothy Thatcher looking like he's got out of the gym, wearing a pair of basketball shorts and a sleeveless shirt, followed by wrestling boots. So the fact that it's a street fight, Timothy Thatcher still wore wrestling boots. But these guys definitely out of their element. You know, these guys are both known for technical wrestling, but these guys went out there and had a straight up fight. You know, the only in-ring time they spent was you know, at the very beginning and at the very end of the match. So besides that, it was a street fight. You know, they brawled outside the ring, into the crowd, you know, into the bar area where Drew Gulak actually gave Timothy Thatcher a curb stomp onto the bar, which I thought was pretty great. Timothy Thatcher tried to do the spot where you take the guy and like throw him across the bar table, but you know, just whatever reason Drew Gulak wasn't like sliding across. Either the table wasn't well polished or something or what, but just that didn't work out. But like I said, they brawled over around. They brawled up into the second the top floor level, the balcony. They actually teased to throw each other off the balcony, which I thought was pretty cool. Then they'd brawl around some more onto the stage area where, you know, Gulak did a nice dive on Thatcher off the stage. They brawled backstage where the crowd was kind of booing because they couldn't see him. Drew Gulak actually threw Timothy Thatcher into an icebox, which I thought was pretty hilarious. And then they brawled back into the crowd again. Drew Gulak actually took a nasty bump onto one of the support beams. His eye was pretty screwed up, actually. You can tell in the match. They brought onto the outside, into the outside, I should say, where traffic. You actually saw a car going by in the background when they were brawling outside, so I thought it was pretty great that they actually took the fight to the streets. So it actually became a street fight, and again, right back into the ring, or back inside, back into the ring, where the match would finish, you know, with Drew Gulak and Timothy Thatcher just, you know, chopping the shit out of each other until Gulak had the last hit, followed by a Dragon Sleeper through the ropes. Between the ropes, he put Thatcher between them and locked him in the Dragon Sleeper. And then, I don't know if he tapped out. They said he tapped out, but I didn't see Thatcher tap out. I don't know if the referee just called it off or what, but Drew Gulak does get the victory. And a very fun and awesome fight to the finish. You know, they were all over the place. They really loved the name Fight to the Finish. You know, these guys, like I said, they're both known for technical wrestling, so to see them, you know, fight was definitely something different. You know, they're pretty much just throwing, you know, uppercuts and knee strikes for the most part when they're doing striking, but the fight was still excellent. So Drew Gulak gets the win. Very fun opener, and after the match, of course, Stokely Hathaway comes out, you know, trying to recruit Timothy Thatcher to the Dream Team, and Timothy Thatcher finally agrees to it. So yeah, this is where the alliance between Thatcher and Stokely Hathaway begins, and yeah. Awesome opening match there. From there, I'm going to go to Hot Sauce Tracy Williams versus Jason Kincaid. This was really good as well. You know, Kincaid definitely had a breakup performance here. You know, Tracy Williams was very dominant early on, and then Kincaid was able to get, you know, some momentum and use his aerial offense to begin his momentum and take over this match. Very impressive, you know, hitting a bunch of different style aerial fences, you know, a bunch of springboards as well. He actually had a springboard corkscrew neckbreaker, which I thought was pretty impressive. Coast to coast, his bust had a whole bunch of springboard maneuvers, which looked really good for him. Actually did a cool spot where he went on the stage and Tracy Williams was on the apron against the ropes laying against, and he actually did like the Miz clothesline where he runs and does the clothesline on the ropes, but he did it off the stage onto the apron onto the ropes, which I thought came off pretty cool, by the way. So Kincaid definitely was very impressive here. Tracy Williams, at the end would get fired up after I think Kincaid either slapped him or spit in the face. I don't remember, to be perfectly honest. Kincaid did something that really pissed Tracy Williams off, and Tracy Williams was just hammering him with a bunch of forearms and slaps. And there were a lot of near falls towards the end. And Tracy Williams at the end finally got the win after he attempted the pile driver several times, but was finally able to hit it a third time for the 1-2-3 and defeats Kincaid. Sorry. Like I said, really good match. However, I will say it did drag on. This match is about 20 minutes in length, but after a while, after the first like 10-12 minutes, it did feel like it was just dragging on at that point. It really just was pretty much showcased Jason Kincaid. So I feel like this match would have cut 5-7 minutes off. I think this match would have had the same type of effect, but yeah, still really good. Just felt like it dragged on a little too much. From there on, we go to the Gatekeepers taking on Joe Coleman and Eric Locker. Squash match. Gatekeepers win. Ethan Page cuts a promo afterwards, pretty much talking about his actions at Evolve 70, attacking the officials, which is costing him part of his pay for that night and tonight's show as well. So he's being cut, and he doesn't care that he doesn't care that he's being cut, because you know what? Since everyone else is doing whatever they want, he's gonna do whatever he wants. So his match is gonna happen now. So we do get Ethan Page versus Sami Callihan in Evolve 58 rematch, which I was at that show, and the match there was like okay, but this match was completely different. This match was awesome. This was one hell of a match here from both men. You just had a great fight between both of them. They both showed great intensity. They both went out there and had a great fight, and it was a lot of fun. Sami Callihan, I've been vocal about how I think, ever since he's been back in the independent scene, I feel like he hasn't really been doing anything that good. I feel like a lot of the things he's been doing is disappointing, but this has probably been his best performance he's had since coming back in the independent. So Sami Callihan looked great. So did Ethan Page. A lot of great falls as well in this match. A lot of great counters. He just had counters upon counters. Great storytelling as well with them both injuring their fists by slapping the post. But they kind of just like look at each other in their hands like, no, fuck the injury, and start beating the shit out of each other. So I thought that was awesome right there. So you get pretty much get a fight out of this. Both men, like I said, trying to attempt. Ethan Page trying to attempt the package pile driver several times. Sami Callihan fight out of it. Both men thinking on the same page. No pun intended with Ethan Page. By both hitting bicycle kicks at the same exact time on each other. So there's a lot of great stuff in this match. It's very fun, and this is, like I said, probably Sami Callihan's best performance. And Ethan Page definitely needed this after his match with Timothy Thatcher the night before, because I thought that match is absolutely terrible. So to see a great performance from him was definitely needed. Coming off of that match with Thatcher at Evolve 70. So yeah, great match here. Like I said, just a pure fight, and I really enjoyed it. Very fast-paced and great intensity from both men. Ethan Page gets a win with package pile driver. Great stuff there. From there, we go to Dustin versus Darby Allin, which was pretty good. This was an enjoyable match here. Darby Allin's becoming pretty much the Mikey Whipwreck of Evolve, even though he keeps losing. The crowd's still loving. He's still a lovable guy. He made some great facial expressions from the selling, and he's just an absolute madman because he actually did a backdrop off of one of the support beams, which even though Dustin caught him, he still hit the mat pretty hard. So that was pretty dangerous there. Drew Galloway's on commentary for this match as well. But yeah, this is a solid match here. Dustin gets the win after an awful waffle. So that was a fun match. And then of course we go to Zack Sabre Jr. versus Fred Yehi, or Yehi. I always mispronounce his last name. Yehi. I'm just gonna call him Yehi. If that's correct, awesome. But I always mispronounce his name somehow, so I apologize for that. But this is an awesome grappling match. Both men go out there and have a technical wrestling match. Where Zack Sabre had a technical wrestling match where Fred Yehi tries to get out of it. Even though it's grappling, it's not one of those matches that was like, oh, this is uneventful. This is a grappling match where it actually intrigues you. It's very interesting what they're doing, and I thought it was great. Grappling. Great intensity and great selling from Fred Yehi. The facial expressions he was making and just the flair selling. Oh, God! I just thought his selling was great, and Zack Sabre Jr. did a great part wrestling as well. Just very intriguing, especially little things, too. Little things make me love matches even more, and Zack Sabre Jr. made me love the match even more when, for instance, a spot where he tried to lock in the cross arm breaker, of course, Fred Yehi would not let go of it, so Zack Sabre Jr. would take his knuckles, grind it against the back of his fist so he'd let go. Little things like that make matches for me. So I like the fact that Zack Sabre Jr. did that. But yeah, great grappling, in this match. Great technical wrestling. Every time Fred Yehi would try to get out of a submission hold, or he would get out of a submission hold, Zack Sabre Jr. would be quickly to lock him to a different one. So even though it's a technical wrestling match, it's intriguing and it's great, and I really enjoyed it. 20 minutes of it. This match is 20 minutes. This match is actually longer than the Tracy Williams Jason Kincaid match, and even though that match had more to it in terms of them doing stuff, I feel like this match is a lot smoother and a lot more enjoyable to watch than the other match. So Goes to show you how great this match was. That even though it's a technical wrestling match, I enjoy this match more than a different wrestling match, like a more physical, more spottish, I guess you can say, wrestling match. So this is really fun, very smooth, enjoyable. Zack Sabre Jr. gets the win via submission at the end. Great stuff from him and Fred Yehi. And of course, after the match, Zack Sabre Jr. puts him over the mic, and goes to talk about the Evolve Championship. But before he does that, Ethan Page attacks Zack Sabre Jr. Injures his hand to steal a chair. So it's pretty much setting up a match for Evolve 72 between the two of them. So great match, great setup for the end with Zack Sabre Jr. and Ethan Page. So really enjoyed that. And then, of course, with the main event, which was Chris Hero versus Matt Riddle. Their second match, of course, the match earlier this year happened. I forgot which show. I think it was Evolve 57, they said, was their previous match. And this is the rematch. And I love this match. It was excellent. Chris Hero has had absolutely incredible 2016, and, he continues here. And him and Matt Riddle, I thought, tore the house down. Matt Riddle early on tried to take down Chris Hero, trying to do, the MMA style, but Chris Hero would, very easily retaliate. Very much dominate this match, hitting Matt Riddle with various elbows, keeping him down. I thought the storytelling was just excellent. Matt Riddle was just selling, was just superb here. The facial expressions making, just the struggling, him trying to get up from, him selling, I thought was absolutely spectacular. Funny moment in the match. Chris Hero's hair comes undone, and Chris Hero's trying to put his hair back up, but as he's trying to put his hair back up, like, Matt Riddle gets up, and Hero's like, no, fuck this. Hits, Riddle with an elbow and continues to put his hair back up. Just a little thing I thought that was pretty funny in this match there. But, like I said, it made Hero look great. He made Matt Riddle look like $1 million here by the performance they had. But yeah, this match is very story-based driven, so, definitely check this match out if you want the full effect of it, because like I said, this is one of those matches, well, I didn't say it yet, but this match is one of those matches where, you have to check it out, because words really can't do any justice. But excellent match, amazing storytelling, Hero looked great, Riddle looks like $1 million, Riddle almost got the win a handful of times. Love the counter where he tries to put Hero into the Hell's Gates, I guess you'd call it, because it's Undertaker's, but Hero actually counters it into a Gotch pile driver, which I thought was great. Another spot was great where Riddle goes for the tombstone, but, Hero was able to power back into a tombstone. So several tombstones, Riddle kicks out of all of them. Hero eventually, it's a pile driver. Riddle still kicks out, and then, of course, Riddle gets decimated with the elbow to the back of the head, which is the final blow for the 1, 2, 3. So Chris Hero defeats Matt Riddle. Excellent match, like I said. Really enjoyed that. After the match, you had Drew Galloway and Dustin come out, attack Matt Riddle, pretty much just beating him down. And then eventually Catchpoint would come out to send him back, and then Drew Gulak would cut a promo and end the show, and, of course, end the show with Catchpoint, doing the pose, and the show goes off the air. So, yeah, like I said, great show over here from Evolve. You had, a lot of great matches. The opener was awesome. Ethan Page, Sami Callihan was great. Fred Yehi and Zack Sabre Jr. was great, and the main event was absolutely excellent. And everything else was, really good, or good to really good as well. Just very solid show here. Really enjoyed that. Definitely recommend checking out if you guys would like I said, on www.live.com or flowslam.com. Check out the show. Definitely worth the viewing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like below. And as always, I'll see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching the video.